This is Bobby, Renaissance Game Supply. So this morning and yesterday, I kind of got up a little bit early, added some more cards to inventory. I didn't meet my goal of 350,000 cards over the weekend. That's okay. I mean, I went fishing and kind of enjoyed my Sunday. I did upload some. I got close, but as of yesterday morning and this morning, I got to 348,815. So usually Thursdays are my Fridays because I work 4/10s at work. So I will be back tonight, and probably within the first hour I should be able to hit 350,000 cards. So this weekend I'm going to be hitting the store hard. I am trying to get to 400,000 by Black Friday, and with 51,000, basically 100 and something to go, that's a big push, and I've only got maybe a few weekends, so that's about 25,000 a weekend if I wanted to split it up in 2 weekends. So that's roughly 8,000 cards a day over the 3 days. So I get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's a big push. I mean, that's literally no time really to kind of do anything else to get that organized. However, I do have 15, 30, about 45,000 cards already pre-sorted. So I might be in trouble a little bit. I might just fall short. I don't know. I'm about 5,000 cards away that are pre-sorted, ready to go, alphabetized and whatnot. I do have some stuff on the table. I forgot. I do have Conspiracy 2, Take the Crown. So I might be able to throw that into this mix. But anyway, I've got, just this week, I've done Shadows over Innistrad, got it labeled up. And then I've been working on, what is this? This is Guilds of Ravnica. So I'm working on that right now. I'm finishing that. I just found the last box of that this morning. I do feel like I'm missing maybe some of the blue and some of the white out of that set, because I found a lot of multicolor, a lot of artifact, a lot of green, a little bit of red, so maybe red, blue, and white is what's missing out of that. And lands. I mean, there's barely any lands too. So I'm sure that box is probably buried over here in this stack. I just gotta dig for it. So I don't know. But anyway, that's gonna be a big push. I think I can make it. I don't doubt that I will. It's just hard. I mean, that means no fishing. No kind of going out, running around, doing whatever I want. It means just plunk your ass in the seat, hold on, and just steadily upload. Take your breaks. Don't get me wrong. Take breaks, but then just steadily upload. So I might do some lives as I'm kind of doing this too. Get some content uploaded for that and answer questions and such. But my biggest priority is, again, just steadily uploading. So I think I will crank away on that as soon as I step through the door when I get home tonight. Probably just grab something from the restaurant on the way home and just get to it. I'm the type of person, I like to bang shit out as fast as possible. I'm not a procrastinator. I don't really like waiting to the last minute, because it always fails if you wait to the last minute. So anyway, in the meantime, I will work on getting these set boxes kind of labeled up and everything. By the way, the card rack is damn near full as well, so I've decided not to build another card rack. Instead, what I decided to do is just get a few more tables, set them up in the office, and get my card hotels, because that's kind of my permanent storage solution anyway. So this is kind of my swing space at this point. And once I get those card hotels, I just label them up, and then I come back out and I grab these boxes. And since they're already alphabetized, it's going to be pretty easy to take those and transfer them into the card hotel and then put card sorters in, and then letter sorters in, and then that's organized, ready to go, done. I don't have to waste $200 on another card rack just for the lumber, and instead I get put $200 in my final solution anyway. So I think that's what I've decided to do. I originally thought about the card rack, but it would occupy so much space out here, and I don't think it'd be really efficient anyway. So that way I can empty this too, and I just keep reusing this over and over. I mean, this will serve 400,000 cards, so yeah, that's what's kind of going on here. I mean, snowed here yesterday, kind of slowed me down a little bit getting home. By the time I got home, I didn't really have the motivation, so to speak, to kind of come out here and sit in the cold and do this. So I just kind of called it a night, decided I'd just get up early instead and work on it. And that's what I'm doing. I've been out here for about an hour. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here now. Yeah, so I started this about 4 a.m. The other day I got up, I think it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and just started working on stuff. Couldn't sleep anyway. I think it was it was the night after the election, so that was pretty eventful. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. If I can't sleep, I just get up and work till I'm tired, get back up, or go back to sleep, take a nap, whatever, especially on weekends. Let's see, goals by the end of the year. Man, it's still going to be a push to try to get to 500,000 by January 1st. I think I can do it. I will lose the entire Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. I already know this from experience. There will be no uploading of cards unless sales tank. I mean, unless that weekend is just a dismal weekend, then I get to upload. But otherwise, normally something like that is, I think last time it was like 60 orders in a single day. And I'm not talking about just your 1 and 5 and 2 and 10 card orders. I'm talking about hundreds of cards per order. And when I have hundreds of cards per order, that can be 4 or 5 pages worth of cards. And normally when I print out my sales invoice, I just print front and back. So it just cuts down on the paper and whatnot. But so when I'm talking about pages, that's what I mean. I mean like one-sided pages. That's a big order. I think my wife packed 2 the other night that was over 150 cards each. So yeah, we don't get little orders. So when I say that, I get like 6 orders in a day, that means, sometimes it's 6 orders, H-I-J-K. Sometimes that's 6 orders like that. It's not very often I get your 1 card order, but I do. I do get them maybe once a week, but the 25 and up is normally where our orders are at. I mean, people are buying cards sometimes for numerous decks. Sometimes we sell out a whole deck list that's just for a commander deck. So that's kind of cool. And they'll get the tokens and the emblems and planeswalkers and stuff like that too. So that's kind of cool. I like reviewing the orders just because it gives me an idea what people's buying, what's in, and if it's certain creature types and lore and stuff like that, I'll actually look for the sets that have those in it and kind of replenish, get them back out. Like Eldrazi, for example. If people are looking for that, I go for BFZ. I upload a bunch. Oath of Gatewatch, I upload a bunch. Just as much as I can. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what's going on here today. Oh, I found some heaters, yes. Ceiling mount heaters. All I gotta do is probably, since I added outlets over here, all I gotta do is run another circuit out of the panel and tap into this 4-square box, pipe out of that, come over. I'm gonna probably put one up over here above my bookcases I just installed. Since they're ceiling mount, I can just hang it down, it's adjustable. So that'll be pointed down, kind of blowing on me, that'll be nice.
And then I'll probably put the other one, probably, I don't know, somewhere like over here, something kind of pointing down over the desk. I don't really need to heat the whole garage. You just need, it probably will, don't get me wrong, I mean, but I just need to keep this area warm where I'm kind of working. And all I gotta do is just kind of knock the heat down, or knock the cold down just a little bit. It doesn't need to be like perfect. I'm eventually not planning on working out of the garage. I'm gonna be working in a nice heated, hopefully little office space, little warehouse sort of thing eventually. So I'm not looking for a permanent solution. I'm looking for something that I can just put up temporarily, take down when I'm done with it, and I don't have to patch and paint a whole bunch of shit out here. So yeah, Home Depot, $139.99 I think is what that was, or 98. I can't remember how they do their pricing. Doesn't really matter. So it's about 140 bucks plus tax for both heaters, or each heater. Sorry. And having done electrical work, it's not that hard for me to do that. I have, I think, a couple outlets left over there, and these don't draw enough amperage to really pop the breaker or nothing. But anyway, my brother-in-law, he's an electrician, so he'll probably end up putting it in for me anyway. He likes that kind of stuff, little side projects. So yeah, that'll be nice. Plus having the robots kind of operating at a normal room temperature would be kind of cool too. Let's see here. I got to do some preventive maintenance on those this weekend as well. I got to get a little bit of gear oil and a little light brush so I can just kind of brush the rails where the motor slides up and down the gear. Just kind of want to make sure to keep the rust off that. No moisture. That's why I try not to open my garage door too often, unless it's summer. But I gotta do that. I gotta order the camera part. I really need to get the other one up and running. I've just been kind of limping along with it because the other one, I mean, these things work so incredibly efficient that you probably could just get away with 2, maybe 3 at the most, and that's probably all you would ever really need. But I gotta do it. I need to finish getting more sets organized alphabetically. And what I might do is, once I get caught up a little bit, is split it off to where one machine is organizing by set out of the boxes, and then the other one is organizing alphabetically within the set. And that's how I'll run it. Those, when I do that, those work very efficiently and very well. So it kind of keeps me going. It keeps my stack of boxes I have right here in front of me next to the desk, keeps that very well organized too. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got. I'm probably gonna do another video down the road talking about how I create these little letter tabs. And maybe I already had a video about it, but we're gonna do another one for those of you that are new to the channel. I'm gonna show you how to make these real quick. I mean, they're not difficult, but I wanna show you the material I use to make those and how much money you can save by making your own. I mean, it's a shit ton of money. So it's definitely a video you're gonna wanna watch if you're going to sell cards, organize, and cut costs. I mean, yes, it's gonna cost you time, but it's not gonna cost you money. And if you're starting up, I mean, you got more time than you got money. So maybe some of you out there will know of a cheaper source that sources those paper versions. I don't like the plastic ones. I mean, they're nice, but because they're quick, you just open them and mark them up. But I really like the paper ones because they're thinner and they don't take up as much space on a box, and they're cheaper. So I think they're just as good. They're just as rigid. So I'll do that video. I'll go live tonight, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think I'll go live and kind of show you my process. Maybe we can all be on live when I crack over 350,000 cards. I mean, it's not like it's some glorious thing, not a bunch of fireworks gonna shoot out of the PC or anything like that, but it's just kind of cool to see that ticker roll, that inventory total roll over 350,000. It's quite a milestone. I mean, I've never had 350,000 cards in the store before. I used to think it was a chore just to get to 100 grand. Now I'm like, that's nothing. 100,000 cards is nothing. I want to be by June 1st, June 30th of next year. I want to be at 1 million cards online, and that's like I've explained before. That's 100,000 cards a month. So that's 25,000 cards a weekend times 4 weekends. That's a lot of cards. That is a lot of cards, and I think I can do it as long as these robots stay up. They're robust, working properly. Cameras aren't dying in them and shit. Vacuum pumps stay online. I think I can do it. I have enough inventory that I can do it. It's just, it's hard to organize ahead to get yourself ready to upload. Like uploading in the weekend, it's easy enough. It's just time consuming. But the organizing ahead is the boogers. That's where you really gotta spend your time, because you gotta organize all by set and then alphabetically. That way you can just grab one card, scan it, tell it quick list how many you have, set it aside, do the next, and repeat all the way from A to Z. And that's not always easy to do. You gotta really kind of grind ahead of schedule or ahead. So what I'll probably end up doing is spend a whole month, maybe January, organizing ahead so that February, March, April, I can just grind it out. And then I might have to do it again for a couple weeks, organize ahead and grind it out again all the way until June 30th, July 1st time frame. But anyway, I think I can do it. 1 million cards by July 1st. And that's not counting all the cards that sell in the meantime. So you got to kind of, when you're pushing cards out, you're trying to push out enough that it gets you to the following weekend or your next day off, or whenever you plan to upload again, so that as the cards sell, your number is coming back down, and then you jump back on and you push more cards and you're pushing that envelope even further next time. So yeah, I probably would have been at 350,000 had I not sold cards this week, but I'm not turning this inventory off. I'm not hiding it to get to these numbers. So this is kind of a challenge, and it's fun. I enjoy this. And like I said, 348,815. So tonight we'll be at 350, and you all are going to watch it. Anyway, y'all have a great day at work. I got to get going. Thanks for watching.